Yo, what's good, YouTube? Good morning. Hope everybody doing all right. I'm back at it with another one today. Today, I'm gonna hit you guys with a story time that I promised from the last video about how me and my boy Rick got scammed by a scammer. But I wanted to tell you guys a story because it played out pretty crazy. So let's get into it, but let's get our minds right first. So I think it all started back, I think it was like 2012, 2000, was it 2012? Yeah, I think it was around that time, around 2012, 2013. I think I was like 21, but this was back when I was in my Palm Springs days. Oh yeah, let me stop the video real quick. I have cats in the back. My girl, she likes her cats. They just had kitties, so don't mind the whole background cat noise. They're just playing around. But back to what I was saying. This was back when I lived in Palm Springs, right? And this was in my heyday, so where I was from in Palm Springs, if you from Palm Springs, California, then you know, um, anything uptown is like the bad side. That's usually that's like the ghettos all the way up to the up north to the hoods, and anything downtown, that's all the fancy stuff that you see and all that. You know what I'm saying? So where me and my mom and my grandma stayed, she lived in these studio apartments like up there in Uptown across the street from the hospital. So, my homie Rick stayed there. That's where I met my homie Rick and everything, you feel me? And this is bro who came to my mom's funeral, so that was super respect. But yeah, man, I remember how we met, man. One day he just walked past me, asked me like, hey, you smoke? It's like, you know it. And then from there on, man, we always hit the front all the time. We're always smoking every morning, chilling, we're doing our normal thing, you feel me, chilling there, just doing what we do. And a lot of crazy people be coming through sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it just be random people, sometimes you got tweakers that'll come live in there, because it was like the rent was kind of cheap right there, so at the time, you know. And one day, some short, long-haired, like, black dude came in here, ended up buying a spot right next to my boy Rick's spot. Because normally that spot where Rick's house is always vacant. That's the one that people be running in and out. You know what I mean? They'll be there for like 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, and they'll disappear or whatever. And bro ended up coming, you know what I mean? Got a place, boom, that day, bam, 500 down, bam, move in, all that. And I just mind my own business. I don't be getting into people's business or trying to introduce myself quick like that. You know what I mean? So I just let it go, you know what I'm saying? And I remember the next day, Rick had, we come out in the morning, always smoke some bud, you know what I mean? Listen to some tunes. And he had told me, have you met the neighbor yet? I was like, well, I was with you yesterday. We seen him. I was like, but I haven't spoke to him or anything, And he was just like, oh yeah, like I was talking to him last night, man. He was telling me a little bit about what he does. Like he said he has like this little thing that he does to get money. Like he makes new checks and all this and all that. I was like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I mean? What's that got to do with me, And he was like, well, he had asked me if I could be his security. And I was like, his security? It's like, yeah, he just needs like some big dudes to protect him because he's like weirdos will be coming through here, trying to mess with him, trying to figure out where he lives, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you want to do it with me? Well, I was like, well, how much is he paying? He's like, well, he hasn't said anything yet, but said we could talk to him tomorrow about it. I was like, all right. And at the time, I didn't really have much going on. I had no bread like that. I was just like, man, I needed some type of money to like keep going. And what do you call it? The next day comes, we end up going over there. We end up, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what he's about. Bro was like in the middle of making a check, man. Had all these fake checks on the table, all this and all that. And I was like, bro, is this legit? And he was like, oh yeah, super legit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm about to leave right now, actually. He's like, so you the new guy, right? The one that Rick was talking about? Like, yeah, I'm his homie. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, so you guys want to do security for me? I was like, well, I gotta see if you legit, bro. He's like, well, I'm going to the bank right now. I'll be right back. So he ended up leaving. And like, we step outside, me and Rick have a smoke, you know what I mean? And he's telling me like, so what do you think? I'm like, well, I see what I see, but I'm not gonna say anything yet until I see if he comes back with the money. Then, cause I'm like, what if he doesn't come back with the money? It's nothing but BS. Like, but what if he does? I'm like, well, if he does, then I guess looks like we're gonna be doing security then, right? So, bro, it ended up coming back with the money. It was like a little $500 thing, right? So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. That shit's legit, all right. We end up sitting here, man, sitting here talking to him. And he's like, so I know you guys want to, I already talked to you guys about being security, blah, blah, blah. He was like, he's like, how much do you guys want? And I was like, well, how much are you trying to spend? He's like, well, I got to know how much you guys want since you guys want to do it, right? And I'm asking you guys, so you guys should have a price. So I was just like, all right. And I seen that you was getting bread like that, so I was just like, all right, $1,000 a week, each person. And Rick looks at me crazy, and I was just like, yeah, $1,000. And he's just like, all right, $1,000. Shook my hand, shook Rick's hand. Feel me, looked us in the eyes. I was like, cool. That's definitely a smile on my face, because I'm thinking like, oh, I'm going to be getting some real dough. You know what I mean? $1,000 a week. Think about it. I'm telling you, I'm young, not really using my mental, really. So, we're sitting there, the first week. I'm telling you, weirdos are coming really into it out of his house. Trying to steal from him, all that. But then when they noticed we started coming around, their act would change up. Feel me? They wouldn't do much, and and he's like, see, these are my good buddies right here, Tony, Rick, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what this guy's about to try to get on over us. So the first week goes by. You know what I mean? He didn't give us anything, but he reassured us. You feel me? He was just like, I know I didn't give you guys money this week, but next week I told you guys I was gonna give you 1,000. Well, I'm gonna double. I'm gonna give you guys 2,000. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep up with that the following weeks after. Blah blah blah. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Because I seen him bringing in money, and he was like, well, I gotta spend on a couple bills and this is that. So I understood that. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm seeing money. If I'm not seeing anything, I'm not gonna be sitting here and BSing, you know what I mean? When I see something, I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? It's the second week. We're there sitting there, just sitting. That's all we're doing. Bro starts, you feel me? Starts showing his true colors. Starts smoking. He starts smoking dope and all that, talking about, y'all got a problem with that. So I'm like, nah. I was like, nah. Like, I don't be judging. He said, you want something? I'm like, I'm good. You feel me? Like, nah. Because I already had my time, I was like, no, not me. And, like I said, we didn't joke. We just sat there, you know what I mean? While he just did what he did, leaving back and forth, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Then that Wednesday comes during the second week, and he's already reassuring us on Friday we're gonna get that 2G. So I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm not pressing the issue. So then Friday comes. Like, he goes gets money, but he doesn't give us a thing. But he's flashing all this money in front of us, and we're sitting here like, we're not saying anything. We're just, I guess, just taking it, you know what I mean? We're just kind of like, Because, I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? If you're going to be paying us, you know what I'm saying? I look at Rick, he look at me, we just like, we look at him, he's still laughing and being nice, so it's like, haha, yeah, look, you see, I told you this is real, blah, 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 ooh. I'm just thinking like, yo, so you gonna give us some of that or what? You know what I mean? He not thinking twice about it, he sticks it in his pocket. Then it's like, I was like, yo, Rick, you wanna step outside with me, bro, have a smoke? It's like, yeah. So I tell him like, hey, man, what you think this fool playing us? Like, this fool over here flashing all this money, and he still hasn't gave us money from the last week. He's supposed to be paying us this week. He talking about, oh, I'm about to go do this, and I'm about to go have a good time tonight, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he hasn't said nothing to us about giving us any kind of money. And he's like, I don't know, man, you know? So I'm just like, just for like, you know, for my homeboy Rick, I was like, all right, man, all right. I would give you the benefit of the doubt. But I was already starting to catch on to something. You know, I'm telling you, like, he's just a weirdo all around. And, you know, like I said, like, it was that Wednesday, like, I mean, that Friday, he had pulled all that money up. I kind of stopped. I didn't go over there for the weekend, but Rick did. He stayed there for Saturday and Sunday. And he was like, well, I need you guys. Like, I can't, blah, blah, blah. I told him, like, bro, you haven't gave me nothing. I'm going home to go to sleep. I'll see you probably in a few days. You know what I'm saying? I just need some time to think. You know what I mean? Because ain't nothing happening. Rick ends up staying there, man. He ends up doing dope with them, right? Comes back and tells me, and I'm like, Rick, man, crazy. He's like, that's why I've been up this last 2 weekends or whatever. And I'm like, damn, right? And he's like, you don't look at me, I'm like, nah, man, I don't judge, man. I told you that, like, just like I told you guys seen in my video that's booming right now. You guys know the story if you know. And I don't judge, man. And it was like, man, he was just losing it. Not my boy Rick, but just the dude. He was just losing it. Then I told you it was that Monday when I spoke to Rick when he told me. And I told Rick, I'm like, yo, we gotta really tell, because this is the 3rd week. It's almost a month. Ain't nothing happening. Like, we haven't got paid nothing. And we've been doing a lot. And I was like, Monday came. I told Rick Rick told me what he told me, and then I told him, I was like, yo, we gotta tell bro something. Like, for real this time. Like, for real, no games. So we ended up seeing him that Monday, and I had to tell him, I was like, he's still trying to be like, buddy, like, ain't nothing going on. Like, as if he has, like, you know, nothing. I'm just, like, tripping. Like, this man wildin', man. Wow. I just told him, like, look, bro, like, you say you gonna pay us, bro, so I was like, that means you gonna give us 3 G's this week, right? He's like, no, I'm gonna give you 2. I'm like, nah, you said 3, man. You said that last time, man. Come on. And he's like, nah, you right. Okay. He's like, okay, I'm sorry, you guys right. Because he's like, I know it looks like I've been flashing money in front of y'all, and I'm not trying to give you guys nothing. It's like, it's not like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. I'm like, either you got, like, I'm like, this Friday, bro, if you don't give us no money, I'm like, you losing me and him. I'm not letting you take him, no. Like, that's my friend, bro. Like, you don't know us, bro. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be, like, real, but I'm like, yo, come on, man. You wasting my time and his time. And I told him just like that, just being calm, like, come on, man, you know, but kind of friend, like, come on. And he's just like, nah, you right, you know. Then Wednesday comes, like I said, he said, aren't you guys gonna come over, blah, 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 because I told Rick, stop going over there, man. Until he pays us, then we'll show us, like, you know what I mean? We gotta show him that we're serious, because that shit's not cool, man. And he's just like, oh, you guys gonna come over, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, you know, Rick is like, should we just go? I'm like, all right. So we sat over there, he's still like, talking about, oh, I'm gonna make sure I have you guys looked out for me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. Then Friday comes, man. Well, and then, like, mind you, like I told you, my grandma stayed there, so my grandma always came out every day for a smoke and her some coffee. So, I woke up early that day. I wasn't thinking about much. I just so happened to get up early, took a shower, felt fresh and stuff. So I was like, hey man, come on, go smoke a cigarette, man. I went out there with my grandma, man, asked her for a smoke. She gave me a Newport, man. I'm sitting there smoking, talking to my grandma, just having a normal ass time, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Guess who comes out the door? You know what I'm saying? This dude, man. I totally forgot his name, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was crazy. I think it was, I don't know, man. I forgot his name, though, but that's not important, though. He comes out, man, and I'm looking at him, and like when somebody sees someone that you ain't supposed to see, and then it's like they get those, like, your body jolts or jumps or something or some weird stuff, and the person looking at you could tell, like, something, you didn't want to see me or something. And you still try to play it off and try to walk it off like as if like then you just like, oh, what's up, Tony? He's like, hey, I'm going to the bank right now. Oh, you going to the bank right now? It's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm gonna get you guys that money. Then my grandma's sitting right there, and like my mom and my grandma didn't know what's going on. Like she just said, oh, so you're really friendly with the neighbor, you're over there a lot. I'm like, oh yeah, me and Rick just know him, like he's cool, he just shows us things, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. My mom was like, oh cool, and I was like, he smokes weed, so it's like, oh okay, that makes sense. My grandma was just like, what money? Money for what? I was just like, man. It's like, oh, we just helped him go move something. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was going to pay us for that. Sitting up here lying to my grandma and stuff, man. It's crazy. My grandma's like, oh, okay, but, mind you, we haven't got paid anything. So it's like, really, was I really lying to her? I mean, I was in that situation, but I didn't get a dime, right? And then Rick, he was still sleeping. So it was like he woke up 2 hours later. So I just thought it was funny how I seen bro, right? So then Rick obviously calls me like he normally does in the morning. Like I said, we always come outside, smoke weed, and listen to music. That's just what we did. And he hits me up and he's like, hey, first question that comes out of his mouth is like, oh, did you see bro? I was like, yeah. I'm like, matter of fact, yeah, I saw him this morning earlier when I was out there with my grandma smoking a cigarette. He's like, for real? He's like, what did he say? Like, I'm like, he was telling me that, oh yeah, he's going to the bank right now, to go get me and you money. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, he said that. I'm like, that's what he said. So I'm like, we're just gonna sit here and wait. And it's crazy because it's like, we're sitting here waiting for bro. And then hours go by and we're kind of like it don't take that long to go to the bank. Normally, like, you know what I mean? We've seen him do this a lot. Like, normally he's always boom, boom, and back. Bro, taking hella long. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he's doing what he has to do and it probably takes a process, blah, 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 blah. Nah. Here we are sitting out here, man, all damn day. And it's hot out there in Palm Springs. It gets hot. I'm talking about triple digits. It gets hot. And I'm telling you, it was hot outside. And then next thing you know, it's 9 o'clock. And I'm telling you, even at 9, it's still hot. Like, I'm talking about still air. Just hotness. And we out here just, where is this dude? You feel me? He doesn't come. Me and this neighbor Rick laughing. He don't come. We look at each other just, and we're just talking to each other like, you feel me? Like, I know he's gonna come back. So we're gonna have to come back out here, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to get up super early, make sure you don't try to pull no fast one. But he's like, but what if he wakes up early in the morning? I'm like, well, that's just a risk we gotta take. So, And then mind you, you feel me, I kind of feel bad. Was pressuring my boy Rick, you feel me, telling him like, no, man, like when we see him, bro, we gotta pressure him. We gotta really put it on him. And Rick kind of just didn't want to do it that way, but I asked him, did you want your money, bro, that you respectfully earned? Or do you just want to let him keep walking over you? Which one? Because like, you need to choose, because I'm like, I already made up my mind, bro. I'm like, I'm ready to put my hands on him already, bro. Like, he's playing games. And Rick wasn't feeling that, so. But hey, it is what it is, you feel me? And I apologize to my boy Rick for putting pressure, but it was like, I'm looking out for you and me, bro. So it was like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're just gonna wait for him. That's just what it is. But like, he has to come back for his stuff. And I'm telling you, bro, literally came. He came that Monday acting like we just forgot or something, like, because I told you he smokes dope, so he just thought like we just probably forgot or something. And I'm thinking like, bro, you're tripping. You're max tripping. You know what I mean? But that's what he thought. And it's funny, like I said, he came back, and like I said, it was just a normal thing, what we normally do. Like, oh, I gotta keep saying it again. You guys know what I do with Rick every morning. We right there. Here he comes. Again, like he's seen a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Laughing. But serious. So then we see, bro, he comes up and I'm just serious and I'm just like, yo, what's up? You know, not like, yo, what's up? Like, nah, I was just like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up, bro? I'm trying to look at, man. Rick says, hey, what's up? He don't say nothing to none of us. He just goes into the house with the little studio apartment. We got boom, so it slams the door, boom, real quick, locks it. You know how you hear the locks and stuff, bro. In there gathering up everything. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, we felt like, I don't know, like I felt like a menace, like, but I was like telling him, I knocked on the door, I'm like, bro, we not leaving. And I know you hear me. Like, we not going nowhere. So you ain't gonna just walk out and just go ahead and just do what you did, what you promised. Like, nah, man, you the man who looked us in the eyes and told us you was gonna give us something. You haven't gave us nothing, bro. You tripping. You max tripping. You feel me? And he sits there getting all his stuff together. You feel me? And this is around like, I don't know, maybe like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's like already noon now, maybe 2 hours. He gets all his stuff together, got his suitcase, boom. Because it's a studio, he didn't have much to bring, so boom. He tries to walk out, and we're like, yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? He thought we was just going to chill there and not follow him. So I'm like, come on, Rick. He ended up following him. And he's up here walking up the street. And like, you know what I mean? He's walking up the street toward the bankway. Because I was telling him while he's walking out, I'm like, yo, you need to get us our money. He's like, okay, I'm going to get it for you guys. I'm going to get it for you guys. He's like, I told you guys I was, but I'm like, but you haven't done anything. And he tries to like run. And then when he tries to run, I grab his shirt and he's just like, ah. And I'm like, I'm going to let you go, bro. But I'm like, we're right here, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Where are you going? And he's just like, he's like, all right, I'm going to go to the, I'm like, if you're going to the bank, we're following you. We're going everywhere you go until you pay us, bro. I like, yo, I'm like, you got nothing to lose. You got everything to lose. Like, we got nothing to lose. I'm like, if the cops come, bro, like, you already know what it is, bro. You the one that's going to get caught up with this stuff. But I'm like, you don't want to involve us in this stuff. Too many people. We were like, it was weirdos, bro, that we had to like protect you from. It was just because I see why. Because you had, And we're walking down the street. I mind you, it's probably like, maybe like, I don't really know like metrics or whatever. Like, I don't know, probably like 500 feet maybe. You know what I'm saying? Down the street to the next street light. I don't know. there's like another apartment down the street from mine. Like there's another street light, and that's like where the bank is to like the right. So he's walking down the street, and me and Rick are like, we're probably like this far apart. Me and Rick are right here. He's like that, like probably in walking distance. Like that's a pretty good gap, but I could see him. And he tries to run a little bit, and I just yelled at him, and he kind of slowed down. Cause I'm like, you're dumb, cause you know nothing about Palm Springs. I'm like, all the streets are long, so it's like if he was to even run and try to make a right or left, them streets are long too. So it's like I'm gonna see where you're going. And there's no way you could cut in between anything because those are houses and you can't be running in people's yards like that. And like before you got to, I'm like, yo, I was like, I thought you said you're going to the bank. I'm like, yo, we're gonna break right. We're gonna cross the street. We're gonna see you across the street. We end up crossing the street. He ends up breaking left. So I had to literally run across the street, jaywalk real quick, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And I seen where he went. He ran into these little apartments that were right there, I told you. And I ran so fast, like I put on my gel, like boom, 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 hit the gate. It was like one of them see-through gates, but it was big, where you could see, looks like a jail gates or whatever, like one of them, but big ones. And I was like, I got there just in time. Like I didn't get to see like his full body, but I got to see what door opened, and I saw like the last of his little foot kind of sweep in there, and the door shut. Like, but before the door shut, and the door shut, and I told him like, I know. He closed, and I ended up just texting him because he was not responding or answering no call. I ended up texting him and told him, I know what room or whatever apartment you went in, dude. I'm like, so we gonna be waiting right here, so you might as well come out. So literally 5 minutes later, bro comes out. And he's like, this is my mom's place, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, swear to God, this is your mom's place. He's like, yeah, how do you think I take you? Do you think I would just run to anyone's apartment? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. But still, that doesn't matter. Like, you bringing your mom into this mix, bro. You crazy, bro. You're a grown-ass man, bro. I'm in my 20s. Rick's in his 20s. You're freaking 45 years old, bro. You're playing these crazy games, bro. You already a fraudulent anyway. So what the hell? You feel me? And I'm telling him, bro, you need to go get the money right now. The bank's across the street. He's telling me, oh, I gotta make some new check, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, what happened to all that dough you were just flashing around? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that go? And he's like, oh, I had to pay this and pay that. But I'm like, man, you said that last week and then the week before. Like, bro, who are you playing games with? I'm like, bro, I'm going to punch you in your jaw, bro, if you don't go get it, man. I told you, I was hot. And I was telling her, like, Rick, let's get this dude. Rick was just was not trying to do none of that. So I just had to just buck up on him real quick. And I told him, I'm not playing with you, bro. I'm like, look, I'm giving you one more chance, bro. Go get the money, bro. Like, you promised us and we'll go peacefully, man. I'm like, if not, bro, I'm about to punch you in your chin, bro. I'm like, I'm about to fold you, bro. I'm not playing. And because I kept saying this to him over and over, but it was like I kept giving him grace and grace and grace. Then it was like, nah, I just really think you just think we were just those pushover dudes. Like, nah. And he was just like saying some extra stuff, and I'm not even gonna lie, I ended up just punching him in the chin. He ended up falling, he got up, and I told him like, bro, you think I'm playing? And he was like, I think you broke my jaw. Like, I don't care, bro, go get the money. You know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy how like it sounds, right? It sounds crazy, but he was the bad guy, but it made it sound like I was, right? And it was like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't punch him no more, but because that's all it took. It's like, I'm not someone who's going to keep beating you senseless. Like, if I see you got scared, I'm not going to push the issue no more. I'm just going to just let it be. But go get what you promised, bro. You know, pay what you owe. He's saying, hey, I could get you guys I can get you guys 1,000. I'm like, 1,000 each. I was just like, whatever, dude, that's fine. He's like, nah, I mean, I could get you 1,000 and break it down. I'm like, what? Nah, man, nah. I'm like, nah. He kept trying to play all these games. And Rick is just standing there, and he's just like, well, you did say, he finally said, you did say you were going to give us this, man. You did. He's like, and I stayed up extra late nights for you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like telling my homeboy Rick, like, Rick, I thought you were on my side. I thought you was blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's my friend, bro. Like, he's the one who told me to come help him with you. And now I see why. And I'm telling him, bro, like, go get the money, bro. I'm like, go get that money. And I'm telling you, like, it was weird. I shit you not. It was so weird. I get a call from one of my young niggas, like, one of my young homies. He was probably, like, 3 years younger than me. But he was as big as me at the time, like, tall as me, too. And he just hit me up just randomly. I guess he was with his homie Grady, you know what I mean? Just chilling. And he was like, yo, Tom, what's good, bro? He's like, where you at? I'm like, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm in Palm Springs. I'm hot right now. I'm heated. He's like, what's the matter? I'm like, man, this dude's talking about, like, we were doing some stuff for him, whatever. I'm like, long story short, bro. Said he was going to give us some money. I'm like, bro, hasn't paid us. It's been over a month, bro. I'm like, I'm tripping, bro. I'm like, I'm ready to just hurt him. He's like, where you at? Right now. I'm going to pull up right now. I'm going to smack the shit out of him. I shit you not, those are the words he used. I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. I was like, all right. So I was like, cool. I just gave him the location, and boom. It took him about 10 minutes to get here, because he was in Cathedral City. Cathedral City is another city that's next over to Palm Springs. And it took him about 10 minutes to get where I was at. And I told him, like, yo, my young homeboy is coming. And he said he's about to smack the shit out you. He's gonna smack the money out you, bro. And he's sitting here like, you're lying. Like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm not playing around, bro. I told you, I warned you. Like, I gave you so many warnings from the beginning, bro. And you thought it was a joke, man. I was like, now you're gonna have to learn, bro. You know what I mean? Since you want to be a scammer, bro, this is what happens, bro, when you try to scam the wrong people, bro. Like, nah. So then my homie comes up. Like, he went by Polo Savage. That was his rap name that he did, because I used to rap and stuff. That was his rap name. So I was just calling him Polo. So Polo pulls up. He gets out. He was like, yo, what's good, man? What's good? He's like, where's he at? So I'm like, he's right there. Man, I shit you not, man. He walked up on him. He walked on up on him hard. And he told him, like, you gonna give my homie his money, bro. You over here playing games. He's like, bro, go get it. I'm gonna smack it. He's like, I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? And you give him a chance. I'm gonna go, bah. Go get my homie's money. Hey, why you, bah? Go get my homie's money. Okay, bah, go get the money now. He's like, I was like, hey, okay. I'm like, stop hitting him, man. He gets it, man. Whatever he did, man. He ended up taking him to the bank, because it was his homie pulled up in his whip. He ended up going in the whip with him. And I was like, you gonna come? He's like, you don't have to come, bro. He's like, I'm gonna make sure he gets you that money. Made him pull up to whatever bank. I swear to God, my mom and grandma, rest in peace. It wasn't 2,000, it wasn't 3,000. He ended up making him get $1,000 out. And he broke me and Rick off 500 apiece. And I felt like, well, hell, I guess you paid the other 2,000 with them slaps, man. Man, I mean, don't take this like I'm condoling violence or anything like that, because that was when I was younger. I'm now 32 years old, gonna be 33, so you feel me? Like, that was so long ago. I just thought I would share a story like that with y'all. Just something, personal, But you live and you learn, you feel me? Still got scammed by a scammer, you feel me? But when it was all said and done, bro got smacked out and he left Palm Springs. And it was just, next time, and I told Rick, next time I know not to mess with that kind of crap, never again. Because people be messing with people's minds, be asking for your IDs and stuff and see if you got bank accounts just so they can launder money through your things with fake checks. Messing up your accounts, bro, or you get on some probation, bro. That ain't cool, man. But yeah, man, if y'all like what y'all heard, bro, and then like that story time, like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what's the craziest thing y'all witnessed, what's the craziest thing y'all went through when y'all was younger, older, whatever. It don't even matter. All ages doesn't matter. But yeah, until next time. Peace.